Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to create a custom chain because I saw that people tend to take a lot of money for 10 minutes of work, which chains are. It's just super quick, very few buttons tutorial, it's not hard, and I feel like chains are kinda hyped right now, so I figured I should make a quick little tutorial on it, very few buttons really. So let's dive right into this. Before we start, I want to quickly highlight our latest work, Raider Pack, 5 characters at once on our FiveM store. It's a great deal, trust me. Look at those sexy raiders, cyberpunk shit. We have more cyberpunk stuff going. You can check out all of our pets. We have monsters, cyberpunk, animals, awful creatures, scary creatures for your Halloween or something. We also have MLOs. There will be more MLOs coming this summer. Trust me on that one. We will also have weapons soon. So yeah, make sure to check out our store. And now let's dive right into the video. Let's find any chain to work with on Toby's website, link in the description. It's under Thief category. They're all the same here really, made the same way. So let's take this one as an example. It's in MP-3 DLC. You launch your OpenIV. You go to DLC packs. MP-3 is what we're looking for. We go to DLC RPF, X64 models, CD images, MP-Heist mail, and here, this is our folder, exactly how it's called right here. And we're looking for Thief 002. That's exactly it. It's extremely important and crucial to import your model in Max exactly the same way as I show you, the correct way. Let's create a folder called chain, and here let's export our YDD to open formats as ODD, like so. Then we also take our textures, 002A, tdiff, and the most important part is you go to this exact directory, to this path, x64v, stream paths, and you take npm freemode YFT skeleton, export it to .skel. And then you rename your skeleton to ODD's name space full. And this is just how GIMS works, don't get into this. So then you just open your GIMS, 3S Max, and you import your model. Let's continue from there. It's done importing, and if you have fake bones issue right here, this means you did not import it correctly. Let's hide LODs for now. So let's say this is how Rockstar chains are made. They are just polygons with raw texture on it. So as you see, it's kinda flat right here. But what if you want to make something more complex? Let's say something like this, or maybe like this, or maybe something like that. This is exactly what I'm going to show you, more complex and profound ways. You have to keep in mind that Rockstar uses somewhere 1000 polygons for highest LOD of the chain, but it's okay to have it like 2K, 3K polygons for a chain. Trust me, seeing that people having 40,000, 100,000 polygons for a chain, 3,000 polygons is not that bad. Also, you have to keep in mind that it was 1000 polygons for Rockstar 10 years ago. It's not 2013 anymore. So let's start modeling a very basic chain. It's gonna be very few buttons and super easy. Firstly, let's copy our high polygon model by pressing Ctrl V. Copy it as a copy, not instance. Let's hide everything else in our scene. Let's collapse all the modifiers. Collapse it, also convert it to editable poly. To select the edges, I can't select it like right now. Loop doesn't work correctly, so I go to ribbon right here. I go to geometry, quadrify all. Then I hit to this exact edge, or you can select this edge or this one, it doesn't matter, and you go to loop, and now you have this correct loop selected. Now click create shape from selection right here. Okay, then you have this shape created. Control Alt Q to isolate, and now we have our spline chain created. You can do so with actual splines, but this is just a quicker way of creating a chain. It matches GTA neck exactly. And now what do we do? Firstly, if you want to adjust its thickness, right here you can click enable in viewport. Don't be scared. Make thickness 0. Then make it a little bit sicker, not like you have like a snake on your neck, you know, or a pillow. You want to keep it like 003 or somewhere 003 or somewhere there for thin chain. Also too many steps right here. Right now it's like 3000 polygons, or 2000 rather. Make it like 8 sides. It will look the same. Maybe even 6 would work for your case. So make sure it's optimized. Now untick enable in viewport. We will tick it later. The next step is super sexy. Let's go to our primitives and create a sphere. Make it like 6 or 8 sides, for example. And the size, let's make it a lot smaller, like 001 or somewhere there. Maybe even smaller than that. Let's say 005. And then you select your sphere. You go to Tools, Align. This is Vanilla Max. Spacing tool. Pick path. Click right here. And here you select the number. Let's say we want it to be 10 times. Good. Here you can make sure it's instance right here. You click apply, close. Now you go to your sphere. Let's add edit poly modifier. And because it's instance, see what we can do. We can do some basic modeling. For example, select those parts. Make it smaller, and it will also change it right here. Something like saber tooth, I would say. So let's like some very basic and easy modeling right here. Like a tooth, you know, something like that. The next thing you do is we can delete that one. We can go right here and enable in viewport. Now make sure your size is correct. I shouldn't have deleted that. Or you can actually just make the size in viewport a little lower. Let's say 002 to match your tooth. We can also select all arrow polygons and make it a little bigger, like so. Maybe just not on all axes, like so. The next thing you do is you select everything in your viewport like so. Go to Tools, Collapse, Collapse selected. Now this whole thing is one object, but do not move it. The next step would be some basic texturing at your own taste. I just kind of have a golden chain with white tooth in it. So let's say we also want to have like a custom cross on it. I forgot about it. So let's say we create our box. Let's make a simple cross right here, like so. As I said, very simple modeling, very few buttons really. Now let's manually move it. Move it to our chain, like so, until it fits. Then we just scale it down until we see it's good, to make sure it fits fine. It's still too big, obviously. Make it a lot smaller, maybe on separate axes too, like so. Be careful with sizing, scaling tool, a little smaller. Now it's good. So as you see, it's super straightforward, noob friendly. Now after you scale your model, the next thing you do is you apply X form, like so. It's very important to do that. Let's make it a little smaller actually as well. Now X form again. Go to your chain and just attach it. Nice. As you see, it's just 1500 polygons for a model like this. So now let's unhide all. The next step you do, you take your chain, editable mesh, and attach to the vanilla chain, not to medium, but to high polygon model. We take it and attach our model to it to preserve skinning, like so. Then you delete the old model. We have only our model left. Also, don't forget to delete parts like this. It's from previous model as well. I just imported vanilla upper 15 torso and a head from the directory right here, npm freemode. to see if it looks good. If it looks good here, it will most likely look good in game. So now let's create LODs. In order to do that, you just copy some LOD name like so. So let's say it's medium. Let's delete all the LODs. You take your model, Control V, copy, rename it to medium. Right here, you just click on medium, go to Editable Mesh, Pro Optimizer, like so, F4, keep textures right here, calculate, and let's make it for medium 70% of vertex left. So it still looks good. We're good with that. It's maybe even 65% for medium would look nice. And something like 30 or 40% for low. Collapse 2, and now we have our LOD done. We can do the same for low, but for the purpose of this tutorial, you will do it yourself. Now the last problem may be left is right here. You see you have those kind of inaccuracies. You can fix them as well by applying FFD box modifier. Let's say I want to set up number of points to 888 to make more divisions, or more like 666. FFD freeform deformation modifier. Then right here I go to control points and I just must select my points and just move it like so wherever I think necessary. You might also pay attention to that neck area. You can just select one point and manipulate it like so. Maybe sometimes you want to move the back. So yeah, pay attention to those parts. And now, so basically everything is done. Collapse to your modifier. Now just basic skinning left. Make sure skinning is good by selecting some bone, let's say clavicle, and moving it a little. Make sure it's good for you. After that, let's just export it to some directory, to some place we think we will find it, and then continue when it's done. After you export it, in order to stream it as an add-on for FreeMode, I'm gonna leave a link to that little YMT editor program in the description. This is a great explanation of how to actually stream it. You just stream your YDD and YTD like so, with npm freemode and custom DLC name. For me it's cross, and this little sign right here. Then you go to FX manifest. This is how this looks like. You can copy it from that link, and this is how your npm freemode cross.meta looks like. So npm freemode cross under DLC name, npm freemode cross, character multiplayer, creature metadata, and cross. So this is whole thing. You can copy it from here. Link is gonna be in the description, and this is FX manifest. Again, I suggest you using UNT editor hard. Thank you, Grzebik, for this opportunity. Let's dive into the game. Now, as we are inside FiveM, I'm gonna use Lambda menu. So press F1 on your numpad. You can go to player skin, players, MP male. Then go to modify skin textures. That's gonna be neck right here. And the last slot will be our little cute custom chain right here. Looks good, works nice, custom made, everything from scratch. Please share your results in my Discord channel. I want to see all of your greatest of the greatest chains, and please pay attention to LODs and optimization. And now a little announcement like I promised. So I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch later this summer. I will have a lot of free time. Please come say hi. I will mostly speak on English, sometimes in Russian, but please don't be shy to ask your questions. Don't be shy to ask me anything. You know, don't be scared of me speaking in Russian. If there are going to be Russian questions in the chat, I'm going to answer them. English questions, I'm going to answer in English. So yeah, follow me on Twitch. I will be streaming soon. You can also join my Discord channel. I think I will have a cross template right here, so you guys won't have to do this process all over again, like just create from spline step. And yeah, I think this is it. Like, join my Discord channel, guys. Next tutorial is gonna be about MLOs, I'm pretty sure, or just you can ask under tutorial ideas whatever you want. I will answer for sure. And yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you a lot for watching, and take care.